Hey everybody, Dr. David Evans here. I'm so happy again for everybody joining me on the PIC TV Network Spotlight. We are going all the way to St. Louis right now for our good friend and brother, the king of comedy. Is on with us, Brother Champ, who's my brother, and he's going to be doing some great things on the PIC TV Network, a part of the PIC TV Network show special on the comedy channel. Also, we got Brother Damian Fig. You know, he does his books out there. He's also does stage plays. He's on a dream team with the PIC TV Network. And I'm so happy for all of you watching, especially our audience from Brazil, France, Argentina, Nicaragua, United States, Colombia, Mexico, Guatemala, United Kingdom, Germany, Panama, Ireland, Peru, Chile, and the rest of the world watching on the PIC TV Network. We're excited about all of you who are on today, along with our special audience today. I want to say again to my brother Champ, who's on with us today, man. Thank you for being on all the way from St. Louis, man. Come on and talk to us, bro. How you doing, man?
Man, you know, God is good, man. I'm clicking those glory cows, amen. I'm doing good. I'm staying out of the way, and I'm letting these people do whatever they want to do because I know what my mission is, amen. And so, man, just having fun, you know, on the daily lives that God, the things that God give me to do, you know, in my word. Now I'm preaching. I'm going in preaching mode. It says, lean not onto your own understanding. You got to trust in the Lord first. Amen. Mm-hmm. And so he will direct your path. So as long as he's directing your path, then you can't go wrong.
Amazing, man. And I'm so excited about you being a part of PIC from St. Louis. I know I've been to St. Louis, man. I know they go to Arches over there, man. And, you know, in the midst of COVID-19 and, so much going on. Last time we talked, man, you was telling me about your pastor who passed away, and also we talked about when George Floyd had passed away. We've seen so much happening over there, man. And you know, how's the climate out there in St. Louis now, bro?
Well, you know, George Floyd, he passed away in Minneapolis. So the climate here, like I say, some of us people, you know, I keep it 100. You know, some of us people just don't think it can happen to them. And so, but they seeing that our numbers are steady going up and people are dying. And so it's scary. And that's what I meant by earlier, just by staying out of the way so that, you know, because if other people don't care about their life, then I'm not going to be around those people. I'm going to do what Dr. Fauci say do is cover your face and do everything to stop this. Because one thing I know for sure, as our church, as you stated earlier, my pastor passed away to this COVID-19. And so one thing, can't nobody tell me that it's not real. And so whenever somebody begin to talk about how unreal it is, then, you know, I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, but I like to lay hands sometimes, you know what I mean? Because you insulted me. You have insulted me because of the fact we have experienced so much death just in our church family, just in our family. And so, and you know, that's my public service announcement for staying safe and doing what it is. That's all it takes is this mask right here. And just put it. I'm the only one living in my house, but sometimes I hide it from myself. Amen. Because I don't want to give it to myself. Amen. So I'm just telling you the real, man. I'm excited about PIC TV, man, and you know what you're trying to do. When I got wind of it, man, I never have a problem at looking at other people's vision. You know, you have some people that think that God only speaks to them, but sometimes they miss the blessing because they do not listen to other people's vision. And if it ain't fitting what you're trying to do, then you move on. But hear their vision their vision, and see where you can fit in to help them. Because if they come up now, you got your vision and their vision, so it just expands the opportunity of everything coming together. We gotta have that. I call it the cha-cha slide spirit. when they play the cha-cha slide at a family reunion, the clubs or wherever, they put that song on, everybody get on the dance floor and on one accord. They hopping, they stumping, they turning, they doing all they can do. But the minute that record go off, everybody go their separate way. But what I want to do is continue to have that cha-cha side spirit. And God is showing us what we can do if we all get on one accord. So when you brought this up to me, man, I was excited about it, man. And that was the same with Givelify. These brothers brought this vision to me. I saw it. I was like, I'm all in. And because I'm all in, 8 years later, I'm in a very good place, you know, and I don't give nobody the glory but God. And so I'm excited for all that has been done. And Brother Fair, were you the police officer? Is that okay? No, yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so but you're the stage play, you write and stuff like that. Correct. Yeah, so I do all of that, man. I do all of that, man. But it was so ironic when you was talking to the police officer. Basically, I was a police officer as well, and I spoke out against racism on the police department in the 90s. When he said 1988 to 1999, those were the years that I was on the force. But because I wasn't a team player and speaking out against it, they railroaded me, man, and I served 96 months in the federal penitentiary. And so I've been home 16 years. I came out 2006, 2005. I've been home 15 years, man, and I hit the ground running, you know. So, you know, what the devil meant for bad, God meant for good. Now I'm touring all over the country. I'm affiliated with over 87,000 churches and nonprofits across the country. I'm well known in the gospel arena. Have done shows with Leandra Johnson, Dorinda Clark, the list, Marvin Sapp. All of these people are you know, and I just say those are people but I'm funny too. So, you know, but the fact of the matter is that I love what I do, man, and most definitely with this program, it gives me because I got millions of ideas, bro. And one thing I vow not to do, and I instill in my children, is that there's a lot of vision, there's a lot of dreams in the cemetery right now that people took those dreams and just buried those dreams and didn't have the wherewithal or the vision to go out there and get it themselves. You know, when I came home, nobody wanted to hire an ex-offender. Nobody wanted to hire a convict. But you know what? I work for myself now. And so let me tell you, man, what an awesome God we serve, man, because he gave me the vision. He gave me the gift. And because of the gift that he has given me, now what I do is put that into perspective. You know, he said, go ye into the world. So if God's telling you that, you got to step out on faith and go. Just like the vision with Pick TV. Now I have an opportunity to be into the world sitting in my living room. You know what I'm saying? So people just need to take the opportunity to not be scared. Because if you're scared, then God don't need you. He don't. You just sit on the pew. You don't want people to sit on the pew. He wants people to be involved in the ministry. So as long as God is getting the glory out of all of this, I don't want Reggie Reyes, the Bishop of Comedy, don't want the glory. I want to give it to Jesus because he deserves it. Because he turned my whole life around. And this here Pick TV, man, is a brilliant idea. It's a brilliant concept. And people just have to get on board and respect the person who has the vision. Don't you can give ideas, but don't try to overtake his vision because God didn't give Pick TV to you.
Wow.
I'm a preacher.
No, man.
You know, but it is what it is, man. And you know, it wasn't nobody but God that brought me and Pastor Evans together. Nobody but God, man. We clicked and we didn't hit the ground and ran.
Yeah. And I'm so happy, you know, that, you know, it's amazing for my brother to be able to connect with me. Me and Reggie, again, we met over at First Baptist Church in Highland Park. We were together. He was in town with a big conference. And those who don't know, that this man is known for Giverfly, which is a multi-billion-dollar app for churches. And when we met, me and Brother Champ hit it off. We fellowshiped together. We ate together. Take him to the airport when he come here. He's been in my church. He's preached for me here. We talked on the phone. He did a big seminar, money management seminar at Mama Stella's in Clinton, Maryland. We got him here. And before COVID hit, he was supposed to come in town with, I think, 50,000 people at the Gaylord for the National Baptist Progressive Conference. He was scheduled to be here in September. That was before COVID hit. It was already lined up. And we were trying to do part 2 of our money management seminar, money for ministry seminar, for him to come back. But God knew all things, He protected us through it all. He was there for his pastor who passed away to continue the ministry church going. I love this brother. We talked together many times. We prayed together many times, and he has a gift that few people have, and that's Christian comedy. He did a run line about riding the horse or something, man. We don't have anybody on our comedy channel, man. That's why I called Champ. Said, Champ, we need somebody. He said, I got it. He said, that's my channel. I can bring people on. I'll handle that. So we're excited about Champ coming on, and every now and then we need to do laughter because laughter is good for the soul. We need to laugh. We need to release some stuff. I'm happy that my brother Champ is on, and a lot of people who never heard of you, brother Champ, man, what you do for Giverfly. Just tell us a couple of minutes, man, about Giverfly, who people never even heard of, Champ.
All right, so Giverfly is a mobile app that anyone can donate to your church or nonprofit organization in less than 10 seconds, just from the phone. Basically, I don't know if you can see. That's the Giverfly app right there. And I could just hit it, and my home church would automatically, where am I at? All right. My home church will automatically pop up. I can give to my church in 3 seconds from anywhere in the world. So it's no sign-up fee, no monthly fee, no yearly fee, just a basic 2.9% and 30 cents. So if somebody give $100 to your organization, you basically will get $96.80. Now, I always tell people, do you want 97% of something or 100% of nothing? We have over 800,000 download users that are actually using Giverfly. So that is potential of 800,000 people that can donate to your church. We also partner with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where you can put the Giverfly link on these different platforms, and people from these platforms that are on the platform can basically donate to your ministry. It is a phenomenal thing, and I am proud to say that it is African-American owned. And so any nonprofit, any church organization, you need this app. So people be like, well, I got this and I got that. I said, well, that's fine, but ain't nothing like Giverfly. And I'm not just saying it because if you Google us or you go to your Apple store, you see that we are the #1 mobile giving app. So numbers don't lie. We're processing over $200 million a month in donations. We've processed over $2 billion in 8 years. Well, in this year alone, we're going to cross the $1 billion mark alone due to COVID. And so even with the seminar that we had there earlier in January, there were a lot of pastors that signed on to Giverfly, not knowing that in March, people be saying, stop opening up your church home. And so now those same pastors that was in that conference are now benefiting because they heard my message. They heard what was going on. They saw the vision and they got on board. Some did not understand it, but they say, you know what? I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to take the chance. And they took the chance and look what happened. I've had a couple of that didn't do it at that time, called me later on, like in June, talking about sign us up. We need you. And so that speaks volumes. We got to be able to change with the world. We got to be able to change with the society. Like when I'm performing, I didn't perform in white churches, black churches, churches, different denominations. And the reason why I do so well is because, number one, you got to know your audience. And that's the whole objective of PIC TV, which I like to segue back to that. We have an audience that is from different cultures, different backgrounds and stuff like that. So as long as we go out there and learn the audience for each, have something for each particular audience. And that's how you make the television station grow. Sorry. Yeah, you know your audience. And so I'm excited. Again, Givelify is most definitely a wonderful, powerful app that you need for nonprofit organization.
Wow. Everything you do, man, to help us in our information. When you have people like Brother Champ and Brother Fair on our team, as far as shows and programs, they're fresh, they're new, they're on the cutting edge, and I love, because we're African American brothers and sisters coming together to do something positive. We're not trying to tear nobody down. We're not trying to commit a crime. We're not trying to fight each other. We're trying to build a Christian network with some beautiful content shows on. But brother Fair, man, you always talk about what you love when you watch PIC TV, man. Tell some of the people who never turned it on what they're missing, man. Brother Fair, talk about it, Doc.
Absolutely, man. Like me, I'm big on imagery and the way it affects people's emotions and the way that it reflects the community, in particular the Black community, and even King David in the psalm said, "I will put no wicked thing before my eyes," because he knew the effects of entertainment and what you see, and so that's one of the reasons why I love PIC TV, because like I was saying before, like it's a network, it's not just a channel. So when you go to PIC TV and you click on that icon, it's almost like it's its own cable network, kind of like, and you can see everything from entertainment to the old school comedies to you get to see positive Black relationships, you get to see sports. I watched Steve Harvey on there with some great inspirational messages. I watched some inspirational guys I didn't even know were out there, but then you got Bishop Noel Jones, you got Tyler Perry. A great interview for the ladies was Mary and Megan. I forgot the actress lady, forgive me, but they had a great ladies. If you missed that, you want to tune in to PIC as soon as possible, because they share some great information for the ladies. So, and then again, for my fellas, you got music, you got sports. Again, I want to watch again the legendary fight between Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvelous Marvin Hagler is showing on there now, which is the fight that made me a boxing fan. The first time I saw it was on a VHS tape way back in the late '80s. And it's the fight that made me a boxing fan. So just to see the level of sportsmanship, the level of positive entertainment, the level of classic athletics, is great for our young men, as well as our older guys, just to see a reflection of our society where we get to create the narrative. Because as we talked about before, when people outside of our community create the narrative, you can't always trust that. They're not always going to show uplifting, positive images the way we can, or they don't necessarily desire to. So again, great spiritually based content, great learning material, great positive movies. I watched a movie, I think Friday night, where Kadeem Hardison from A Different World, he played Dwayne Wayne. He was in a great movie Friday night. It was just awesome. It's just awesome to see with Vanessa from the Cosby Show. She was in the same movie. So again, our icons that we grew up on, to see them in film later in life and to enjoy great entertainment, but entertainment a lot of times with a spiritual or at least a great moral base is just awesome to see. So, and like I said, I sent it to my whole family in a group text and said, hey, you guys need to get a Roku device and download this because this is definitely something that we need to support.
Yeah, I believe, that programming is so important. The next generation,
Yes.
Brother Fair, man, and when we talk, you say, man, I was blessed. Thank you for your hard work. Your hard work pays off. Man, that's like, man, a breath of fresh air, because when you're doing something and you're new at it, we're a new television network. We've never been in the film industry like Paramount or Disney or Universal Studios or Fox 5, NBC4. This is new to us. And we hear people like you encouraging us and want to be on our team to help us to build. It's a good feeling, man, to know that somebody's out there watching. And just to say, thank you, doing a good job. That's more than $1 million, So, when you come on here talking about picking the shows, that's really major to me, that's major. And a lot of brothers out there watching me now, a lot of my friends watching me now may have came on the show, may have forgotten, say, man, this brother doing a good job. It does help. It does feel good when you're doing something and somebody going to congratulate you for the work that you're putting in, and that makes me feel like not giving up, because a lot of times I haven't really been asleep. People don't know since August because I'm in the studio working behind the scenes, making sure everything is right, getting things right, make sure all our channels are up, working with the team, making sure good content is there, lighting for the events is there, everything is just smooth, we're smoothing things out and it's only gonna get better. We're putting together a DMV tribute to Chuck Brown on there and some other musical artists who from the DMV. We got talent from the DMV. You talking about Marvin Gaye, which we got a show on for those can watch that show. Fire and Ice, like you said, that show with Kadeem on it. We got again, like you said, Bishop Noel Jones. Matter of fact, I just texted him. He said he was going to try to get on with me a little later on to come on pick because he is a part of our family. He said, play all the content you want, all your messages you want from me. You got it. Also, I want to give a shout out to another person who helped us to get our content out there, Brother James Lee. He has a show called Champion Solutions. He's working on some big major things on with us. Mitch Cradle, who was on with us before, who has in the music industry, stage play industry, and others. So I'm excited, Brother Fair, when you come on, man, you talk about how we can grow, pick together, man. That's why you're on the dream team. You invest every month. You give some finances to help our channel to stay alive. It means so much, man, when you hear about another brother trying to another brother. Brother Fair, talk about, man, your book, man. A lot of people never known you're an author too. Talk a little bit about that, bro.
Absolutely. So I got 2 books. I got the first one here. Put that in the camera for y'all. Get it in the right angle. There we go. So it's called Champion Victory Over Heartbreak. I wrote this book. I started working on it in like early December 15. And, it was just about the loss of a dating relationship that I had that, a lot of brothers know. Not a whole lot can hurt you like a woman can sometimes. So, but I was determined to make, lemonade out of lemons. I started working on it immediately because I felt a need that I could really help some people and help me get through it, So it took me a while to really put it out because I wanted to put it out right because it started out just really telling my story from the heart, just my inspirational story. But I wanted to make sure I had the Bible teaching in it as well. So I held back for a little bit. I finished it, took some chapters out, added them back in. So the book is just a really great read about, my own personal story. And at the end of the book, the last few chapters are just steps to get through a heartbreak in your life. So whether you had the loss of a dating relationship, whether you had the loss of a spouse through divorce or death, whether you had a family member die, maybe you lost a job, maybe you lost the shirt off your back. This story can let you know that not only are other people going through the same thing, but it gives you steps to kind of guide you along through the process. And these are all things I prayed about, studied the word about. So that's the first book, Champion Victory Over Heartbreak. And you can get it on pretty much any online platform, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Walmart, Goodreads, anywhere. You can order that online. So that's the first book. The second book I wrote is called Monday Morning. And that book is actually the events I went through around that time, around the same time. But the second book is how I became one of the top sales reps for my former company, Comcast, and how they also get through a struggle, because still I was going through the same issue. So how to fight through, tribulation, get up and go to work when you don't want to, dealing with conflict with your boss or with coworkers, having to go to work and you don't necessarily feel the best. Maybe you got a cold or something, and still be able to become a winner. So it just, again, gives my process of getting up in the morning, thanking God, praying, believing, and then going to work with my game face on. And also, and the book is kind of like the same format. It gives my personal experience, and then it gives the steps that I use to become a top performer. So you may not be in sales, maybe you're doing something else. I think it's great advice. Name of that book is Monday Morning, because again, regardless of how long your weekend is, Monday is coming. It's called Monday's Coming, actually. But no matter how long the weekend is, Monday is coming, so it's best to be prepared. And I don't know, maybe one day, Brother David, both of these books will be movies, and they can be exclusively on the Pick TV network.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man. We looking forward to that day where we have our own content, our own movies. I was telling Brother Mitch how we started with BET when they first started over in Brentwood, and we've seen the evolution of that network. We've seen so many, great television networks around our timeline, coming up.
Absolutely.
A lot of stars around our timeline coming up, and now it's Pick's time.
Yep.
In the midst of people home, you can't do too much. Yeah, it's.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, but fair.
Yeah, just something real quick. Something you said earlier. For those who don't know, we're in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and you mentioned a lot of the stars that are originally from the DMV. A lot of people don't know Toni Braxton and her family are originally from the DMV. I think her family still lives in the DMV, and it was great to watch them. I think it was Saturday night or Friday. I think it was Saturday night. I watched the content and the footage that you had of them on the Pick TV network. So, and just seeing how they started and singing in the church, and a lot of people don't know the range that not only Toni Braxton has, but her sisters, and how influential her mom was in grooming them as singers, and even her dad. So, it gives a great story of a Black family that has great gifts, great talent, that kept it in the family, and everyone worked together to be successful. And again, being from the DMV, DC area, it was good to see that on there. Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on something real big, Brother Fair. Prior to this COVID situation, I had started to have a big program at the Gaylord, and we also put in the hat the MGM. We put in the Kennedy Center for a big event, and we had planned 3 years. And we had met with a team of people to bring together the stars from these for them to come. Let me get that for some of the stars from the DMV to come back to do something big for them, to give back some time.
Nice.
That we have the Pick Television Network. We're looking to do some things with the Pick Network that we couldn't do before. We got a star we do now. I've got Brother Campbell working on talking to a millionaire who, Brother Darrell Brooks from this area, from New York, have all the big major music events you can think of, from the Atrium to MGM to the Gaylord, you name it. This brother has all the groups on lockdown to come to perform. And We had a conversation with him. We talked to another movie star that we're working on getting her payment so she can come on Pick to do a talk show. Big star. Everybody would know her if we name her right now. Everybody in the world would know the star. So God is just taking us through baby steps as we grow the TV network, so we can you can see the evolution of our channels coming up, the quality, the content, the people, the programs, the shows, everything coming in at the right time as we grow. We also are on Roku right now. For those who want to watch, you can watch the Pick TV network. We're officially open 24/7, 7 days a week. All our channels are up. Our comedy channel, we got Brother Champ on from St. Louis. You know, this dude is he's a comedy king, and he's gonna be beaming it from St. Louis. But Champ, you had also, when last time we were talking, bro, you had another sister on. She was going to do some things with us on the network, man.
Yeah, Tracy Stewart. No, wait, Tracy. Yeah, she
talked about her, man, and bringing some more folk on with the comedy channel, man. I'm so happy that you already got your foot on the ground, man. And again, you already got millions of people working through the Giverfly, man. And I can't wait to have you on Pick for your comedy show. And then as they hear you on Pick, they're gonna come on and check us out, man.
Yeah, and we, like I say, just waiting. I sent you that YouTube link as well. I don't know if you got it. I did send it to you.
Yeah. We got. Yeah, we got that link, and so we just putting everything together, you know, for those who are watching right now. And I meet so many people, Brother Fair, that don't know anything about social media and want to learn. So what I decided to do on this Saturday, let me get our banner back up. We're going to have a social media training seminar on this Saturday from 11 to 12, 1 hour of social media information like you've never learned before. Talking about what's better than Zoom, what's out there with streaming platforms that will help your ministry to grow. Or if you want to do a particular show, how can you do it? How can you get your lower thirds up there? I want to show people some of the things that I've been doing on social media and how they can do some of the things that they never thought they could do on social media. So I'm going to take them from, let me get one thing up here. I'm going to take them literally from one place to another place in a split second. For example, boom, they can do a presentation like if they was at the White House, they can do it there. Or if they wanted to another presentation and want to go and talk as they were talking behind George Floyd, we can go there. If they want to do a Bible presentation, boom, they can be right there. If they just want to talk outside the memorial downtown DC, boom, they can talk from there. You know, literally, we can take anybody anywhere on the face of the earth. If they want to be inside the Capitol, we can take them there. We can take your presentation. If you want to talk about the picture of yourself that really blessed your life, we can show you how you can bring them there. You want to talk about one of the greatest women who changed this world and her gift to the world, we can take you there. We got so many ways that we're going to show you how to do social media on this Saturday. So you want to be there, talk about giving back to those who are on the front line. Or you may want to take a ride down the road and just be on the road, just to take a ride, just be chilling, you know, anywhere. Or you may want to fly. You may want to do a flight presentation. We take you on that and show you how to do these things all on this Saturday during our presentation. So I'm just excited about all of you watching right now. The Pick TV network is on the move. Want to thank you for your time. Those who are watching, thank you. So many of our friends popped in. Big Sim Corn, Big Simeon, thank you. Cynthia Gibson, thank you. Rhonda McMillan, thank you for watching. Kenneth McIntyre, thank you. So many people popping in. Celinda, thank you for popping in. And be in on our seminar. We're going to have these seminars every other Saturday. And this Saturday, you don't want to miss it. There is a fee for our information. We have experts to come in and show you how to do on the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook Live, Marco Polo, all the streaming platforms that's out there, and how you can do some things like I just showed you on this virtual background to take your home studio to a place like Disney, Paramount, Universal Studios, NBC, CBS, right from your home. You can have it done. We're going to show you how to do that this Saturday. For more information, all you have to do is email the PicTVNetwork.com. Sign up right now. We got some space open. We got some slots open if you want to be a part of the seminar on this Saturday for 1 hour. Now, some of the ideas that's going to be up here, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss this Saturday, because this Saturday is going to be so much information that you just don't want to miss this information on this Saturday. So call, register right now, get your name on signing up for Saturday at 11 to 12, 1 hour. That's worth your time. See, you never get a return if you don't have an investment. You got to invest something to get a return. If you don't ever invest, you will never get a return. If you never make a deposit, you can't make a withdrawal. So what you're going to do is to be a part of this seminar, to get all the information. You said, I don't know how to do the seminar. I don't know how to do that on social media. Now the time to change that thought, to change that process, and you're learning. I'm going to show you, and we're going to teach you, we're going to train you, we're going to walk you through to learn all the levels of social media. What is the 8 levels of social media? We're going to tell you what's out there that's on top of the line. What's going to happen in the next 5 years on social media? We're going to prepare you for that. A lot of people don't know before we close, Facebook is not free. I'm on Facebook. It's not free because you're limited by your audience. Your audience is limited by who they want you to watch. For example, you turn on Facebook Live right now, and there's 8.5 billion people on the earth. How in the world can 8.5 billion people on the earth can be watching your program and you only have 10 people watching, 20 people watching, 100 people watching, 1,000 people watching, 100,000 people watching, even 1 million? They control the audience. So I'm gonna give you this freebie. Well, it's not free if I give it to you. Your audience increased with Facebook by you paying them for that audience. Yep. And I'll show you how that works too. Same thing with Instagram, because Facebook owns Instagram. They work together. But Facebook do not get along with YouTube. No. They don't get along with Twitter. No. They are working together because they own Instagram and Facebook. They're one. So you have to understand the same rules that apply for Facebook applies for Instagram. So you can boost your audience, but that costs you something. And you will never boost your audience from an individual presentation. It's a corporate presentation that you can boost your audience. And you can go from any amount you pay them. So to say that is to understand Facebook is not free with your audience being limited. And if you say something they don't like, they're going to ban you. They're going to cut you off. If you play certain music, they're going to ban that music. They're going to mute it. They're going to cut it off. And these rules, hear me clearly, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Marco Polo, all social media platforms are only going to get even more strenuous. They're going to be even more. They're going to change a whole bunch of settings next year. So little things you think you know how to do now, they're going to change all of that. That's why you want to come on Pick, so you can have the freedom to do your presentation and you will not be restricted. You can play your music, you can do your presentation. You don't have to worry about somebody pulling your plug, pulling this. Because think about it. If you do a presentation on Facebook right now, everything that you have on Facebook is documented. Every word that we're saying right now is documented. They have a team of people watching in a room, I guess it's about 800 people around the world watching in this room every word that's taking place on Facebook. They don't want you to know that, but I know it. If you YouTube it, you'll see it. who works for Facebook behind the scene. They can't go out their room. It's only one bathroom for at least 80 people, which is amazing. They get paid $15 an hour, and they sit in the room watching content for Facebook. Facebook content, it's like the police for Facebook. And those rules are only going to be harder as time goes on. How do you know that? Because I have to know it, because I have to teach you. That's why I'm a social media specialist. I know stuff before it even hit the market because I study this. So when I'm saying the platform that we have on the PIC Television Network is going to be perfect for so many people who want to do television and want to control the content that you're watching. And also realize this, when you record a program, that should be yours. That should be your program because you recorded it. That belongs to you. That's your content. And many people don't even know how to take your content from Facebook, push a particular button or setting to control your content and send it to wherever you want to before they take it. For example, this program right now, there's a setting that I have on my device that's on Facebook. All my programs are raising to knock this out. So I can transfer those programs, which I do, and take it and put it into my own files so they won't take it. You have to learn these things. You have to know that. You have to know the game. Don't play the game if you don't know rules. Don't play the game. It's more than just pushing a button. That's why we on the PIC TV network want to educate you, want to inform you, we want to give you the entertainment, and want to give you all the inspiration that you need on PIC TV. Any close you want to say, Brother Phil?
You said what now? I'm sorry. What'd you say, Brother Evans?
Anything you want to say before we close?
Oh,
you want to say anything else?
Yeah, thanks for bringing me on as the dream team. Thanks for your persistence. Call me. I think we couldn't reach each other a couple times, and you could have easily been like, "Oh, well, he ain't serious." But thanks for your persistence, getting me on the phone, and within 2 minutes, I was like, "This brother is doing something great, and I need to be a part of it." We both said that. You like, I need you to be part of PIC, and we knew within 2 minutes, this is what we were supposed to connect. And everybody you've linked me up with, from Brother Gil to Brother Mitch, to Brother Campbell, even the brother that's on here right now, we've had a chance to talk and build. I talked to Gil earlier today. I talked to Gil about 3 hours ago, and he gave me some really great advice, great game, and I feel great about where PIC TV is going. And like the word says, iron sharpens iron, and I have all these great minds and anointed brothers getting together to create content is a great thing. And so I just want to tell everybody, get that ROKU, tell your friends and family, PIC TV Network is going to be doing big things.
Hey, thank you, man. Always a blessing to hear my. Any closing words you want to say, Buff Champ?
Everything fair said. That's just it. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say. Stay tuned. If great minds think alike. There's only one king, and his name is Jesus. And again, you're the creator. He gave you the vision. So you tell me what you want, and then either I can or cannot go out and get it. So I'm just like, what's your name? Jeremiah, send me. All right, this what you want? All right, this is what I got. What you gonna do with it? Point blank.
All right. Thank you, man. I'm just so happy, yo. How can you lose when you got brothers like this pushing you and God in front of you? You can't lose with the right team. This is called my dream team. Our brother Reggie, all the way from St. Louis, man. I gotta come out there one day and get some ribs, bro. I heard y'all got the best ribs in the world, man. Don't.
We got the best. We got the best fried rice in the world. I promise you. You're gonna get all of that. We even got turkey ribs. You ain't never heard of that, have you?
I think, man, TC, I think you owe me one, man, because see, when we was in DC, I took you to the soul food place, man. So you owe me one, Doc. You owe me some ribs out there, man.
I got you. Hey, and this is what I want to tell you before we go. Nehemiah had a mission. He was told about the wall of Jerusalem had been torn down, the walls of Jericho. And so he was a cupbearer. And with that, he went to the king with a sad face, and the king blessed him and said, look, this is what I want you to do. God had already put it in the king's heart to help Nehemiah. So when Nehemiah got to that place, he used other people's money and resources to get where he was to get that wall built. The same thing for you. And there's going to be people who are going to come in and think you ought to do it this way and that way. And just like Jeremiah said, why should I come down from building this wall when I've already been given a vision? And if your vision and what you're trying to tell me has nothing to do with what God has already told me, you can go on about your business, partner. So my thing to you, Nehemiah, you keep building this wall. You keep building this wall. Brother Fair, you keep building your wall. And if we all on one accord, we can build the wall together. And each one of us can get the mission and the goal that we're supposed to get. I'm the Bishop of Comedy, and I approve what I just said.
Thank you, Bishop of Comedy. That's why you know he's there, y'all. It's going down on the Pick TV network. Don't forget to get your Roku, turn it on, check out our channels and stations. Shalom, everybody. God bless. Let's give him a wave, y'all. Give him a wave. Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to be talking, man.
Thank you. Thank you.